I definitely sort of realised how much this is going to change my life. I've been researching about where I'll be staying, more about the course. I've been looking at other sort of people that have posted about the course. There's a lot of people on social media that are studying there, so I've really enjoyed sort of getting a deeper insight into what I'm actually going to be doing, and I'm excited now because I can start to prepare. I'm looking at what I'm going to need for my new living space, and sort of how different my routine's going to be. I'm sort of anticipating. I'm just ready. I'll wake up at 3 AM if I have to. I'm just excited to start and see what my new life's going to be like. The judges, I thought we related. We sort of got each other. I think Chris Galvin said something. I think I said something, I remember this, I said, it's everyone's first time living, so you need to be kind. And he said, that is completely what I believe. And we sort of like bonded in a way over that little sentence, and I was like, oh, so he understands me. And that made me feel good inside. I was like, okay, so I'm not just talking absolute rubbish, like what I believe in makes sense. So that gave me sort of it felt nice inside to know that no matter the outcome, I was still sort of worthy and my ambitions were valid. With Michelle Roux and Chris Galvin, they're things that money can't buy. So I'm going to give my all into everything. I think I've been given one of the greatest opportunities that a chef could an aspiring chef could possibly be given. And even just like Michelle Roux and Chris Galvin, you don't believe that you're ever going to even meet those people. Like, I would have never even thought that I would even see them in real life, let alone be sort of taught by them. I'm very excited to have a routine and have sort of a lot of the time when you wake up, and because I'm doing cooking, but I'm sort of just making meals, or I'm kind of like baking for like friends and family. Like, there's only so much things you can eat, but I'm excited to know that my purpose is going to be cooking, which is like all I could want like in life. Like, that's so fulfilling to me, waking up and knowing that no matter what, today I'm just going to be producing food. And I'm very I'm looking forward to seeing what my schedule is going to be like, and if it's like all day, if I had no time off, I wouldn't mind, because in my time off I would want to be cooking anyway. So I'm excited to be living a life that I actually enjoy, rather than sort of living because you have to, if you know what I mean, like sort of like working and like going through the motions. But I'm going to be waking up every day and being like, yes, this is so amazing, I love it. It felt weird walking around sort of like I was meant to be there, so even if I hadn't have won, I knew that I was here for a reason, and I was excited that I was just involved in something to do with the school. We sat down with our breakfast and we watched the demonstration. I think my goal during that demonstration was write down as much as I possibly could. I even wrote down the way that he was holding things, which way he turned, like the pastry case, and I sort of watched in exact detail every millisecond, and I wrote it down. I ran out of space to write. I think the worst part was after the demonstration, mentally, because you want to go in, you're waiting for it to happen, and you're excited and you're ready and you're motivated, but then you can't, so you're also really nervous because you don't know what it's going to be like. So it's sort of the anticipation. But once you actually get into that kitchen and the timer starts, you don't feel nervous anymore. I think because you're so focused on the recipe that you're making, you don't really have time to think about anything else. And I wanted to get it done perfectly. So I looked at all my notes and I completed the tart. I'd never made anything like that before, and I liked the fact that there were so many different components, with like the baking and then the pan frying the veg. The way that we were given the creativity to put whatever we wanted on top, like whatever design, and I didn't even plan that. I sort of just went with the flow and thought, actually this will look nice. And as the timer went down, that's when my heart started to beat. We went into the interview room and I had no idea who the judges would be. So when I saw Chris Galvin and Emily Rue, I was very shocked, but I couldn't show that because I had to be professional for my interview. As it went on, you start to feel more relaxed because you know that actually you've done all you can, and you just need to be yourself and you just need to talk. These are normal human beings and you just need to tell them about yourself. We had the drinks reception and I saw Michel Roux and I didn't know who was going to be there, and I remember my mum got her phone out and I said, no mum, you can't take any pictures, you have to be professional. And so she put her phone away, but I think she was very excited by that, maybe even slightly more than me, but I was ecstatic too. It was weird because obviously to me he's such a celebrity and such a like an inspiration. Chef Emile stood up and started to say that he was going to announce the winner, so your heart sort of stops. And I think I prepared myself to not win. I think that's the best that you can do, like, because then you're not going to be disappointed. And I think everyone is just as deserving as others. Everyone is there all for the same reason, so you can't have any expectations. When he read my name out, Michel Roux, I was ecstatic, but I kind of went a bit numb because I was like, no way, I don't believe this. And then I went up there and I did my speech. That was nerve-wracking for me because I didn't know what to say because I was in such shock. I was like, oh my gosh. So I thanked everyone, and it was the feelings of absolute joy came when I sat back down at my seat and I was like, wait, I just won. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I couldn't believe that I had won, honestly. Yeah.